There is a lot of dumb regulation in our country, and part of our challenge is smarter regulation, not just more regulation.
Reform seems to be the buzzword on Capitol Hill. The end of this week in Washington witnessed conversations of how to regulate the financial industry.
Mortgage loans, roughly $1 trillion will become due in the next couple of years, and the credit markets are totally frozen.
Testimonies amounted to an all-star panel for the handlers of the United States economic response to the financial crisis. U.S. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner, Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke, and FDIC Chair Sheila Bair all testified to a congressional committee on reforming economic regulations.
I think if you look at credit products marketed to consumers, not just subprime, broader array of mortgage products, and in the credit card area, beyond credit cards too, there were a lot of examples of practices that we should not have tolerated.
I agree with you,
as a
Mr.
country.
Secretary.
Making an argument that there should be an oversight committee of regulation.
With authority that now exists in a bunch of other agencies. We want to put it in one place.
But many lawmakers fear that the new rules may impose higher costs on farmers, airlines, oil producers, and others who need customized over-the-counter products to hedge risk. But the threat of uncontrolled over-the-counter derivatives could unravel businesses considered too big to fail.
We're in a situation now where we need to increase our consistency of enforcement and oversight, where we need to coordinate across the system.
And with unemployment claims still on the rise, heavier taxation, and tighter regulations, the fear is that business owners will be reluctant to take on new hires.
Unemployment rates in minority communities and poor communities are double-digit, have been for a long time.
The challenge is convincing lawmakers and business leaders that stiffer regulations won't stifle business as well as create innovation, but at the same time protecting the consumer. But as President Obama has said, Washington enjoys the status quo. And even if a shakeup is beneficial for the country in the long term, it might take a while before it settles in. For Press TV, Colin Campbell, Washington.